everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vanessa, and on my channel I love sharing with you meal ideas or recipes, all whole foods plant-based. I also live in a place where it's really difficult to find some vegan options like the ones that you would typically find in your local grocery store, so I have to make a lot of things myself from scratch, and I love to share that with you guys as well. So today I wanted to show you what I am going to be eating as my first meal and also what we're going to be having for dinner tonight. So I wanted to show you what I've been having lately to break my fast, and I've been changing things up a little bit with intermittent fasting. I've been stretching out my fasting window and getting up to 20 hours of fasting with 4 hours of feasting. And I gotta tell you guys, I really feel incredible. It gives me so much energy. It gives me such an incredible inner sense of calm, and I feel like I'm super sharp. But let me tell you, when my time comes to eat, mama is hungry. And lately I've been wanting something fresh. I've been wanting something wholesome, just something that fuels my body. All right, you guys, it is time for me to enjoy my breakfast. I am so excited. I'm starving. I am ready to eat. So I have here some oat yogurt that I made myself. I made it yesterday, and I'll insert a quick clip to show you how I made it. It's really easy. It's a lot easier than it seems. All you need are oats, probiotic tablets, and water. You'll put the water and the oats in a blender and mix for about 30 seconds. Once that is finished, you want to transfer it into a cloth or whatever you have and squeeze all of the milk out. You'll end up with some oat milk that you will then bring to a boil while whisking. You see, now it's boiling, and that is the perfect consistency. Once that is done and cooled off a little bit, you want to add the probiotic tablets and transfer it to a jar or whatever you have on hand. Make sure it's nice and clean, seal it, and I popped it in my Instapot for 8 hours, which was the yogurt setting. So that's it when it's done, and you can then decide to sweeten it if you wish to. I chose to use dates and some plant milk that I had on hand, so I blended that up in my little mixture and incorporated it into the yogurt. I gave it a good shake and I placed it in my fridge overnight, and that's it. As mentioned before, this is one of those things that you can't get here. The only types of plant-based yogurts that you can get are the flavored ones. They're soy yogurts and they're flavored with strawberry, mango. They have tons of sugar added, and there's no way I'm gonna eat that. So I decided to make my own. It took me a few times trying to make my own yogurt and end up with something that I actually liked, but I'm really happy with this end recipe that I found. So I'm going to pop some of this yogurt in here. Oh my God, this looks so good. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. I have here some Honey Crisp apple, just one that I cut up in cubes, and I drizzled a little bit of maple syrup on top as well as some lemon juice. So that's going in there. And yes, my hands are clean. I'm going to add this one banana that I cut up. And I'm also going to add some homemade peanut butter, which I will also insert a little clip on how I made it. It's super easy, and it has nothing else besides peanuts. We can get some peanut butter here, but you have to order it, and it always comes with something else inside besides peanuts, so I'm done with that. I decided to make my own. Whoops. Oh yeah. And the final touch is a little bit of my homemade protein vegan powder. This stuff is really good as well. Nice chunk there. So there you have it, my first meal, the one that I break my fast with. I'm super excited to dig in. This stuff is amazing, you guys. It's so good. You guys, this is my favorite spot in the whole world. I wonder if you guys can guess where I'm from. Let me know in the comments below. I'd really be surprised if somebody would actually figure out where I'm vlogging from, which is actually the country that I've been living in for the past 20 years. But anyway, hold on, let me try and get you a zoom. This place is absolutely perfect. That was my dog. Incredible. Look at this. Look at this water. You guys, it's just perfect. So here are some squash that we got from our weekly vegetable haul, which you can see is nice and bright. I took the squash and cut it up, took out all the seeds and placed it on a baking tray. Then I just seasoned it with salt and put it in the oven at 200 degrees for about 45 minutes. So while that was baking, I started to prepare my creamy bechamel sauce. I have here some onions, garlic, and celery. I have some tender wheat grains from last night, some vegetable bouillon. We have fresh spinach, salt, Italian seasonings, and pepper. So in my skillet, I added my vegetable bouillon and brought it up to a boil. Once that was boiling, I added in the onions, the celery, and the chopped garlic, and let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. I also seasoned it with salt and pepper during that process, and here you see it simmering nicely. This is now how I want them to be. This is perfect. They're golden and they're a little bit crispy. So now I added about 4 or 5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I started whisking that around in the skillet. I then added my plant milk, and here you just want to go slowly. It is a process. It will take around 8 to 10 minutes, and you need to go easy with the milk. You need to go slowly and wait until the milk is absorbed, and also whisking everything at the same time. So you see me adding the milk a few different times until I have my desired consistency of a sauce. Then I added my Italian seasoning. I added a little bit more salt and pepper because this is when you really want to taste it. And I gave it a whisk, and for me that was good. I then added my spinach and combined them both. This is my favorite process. After the spinach was incorporated in the bechamel sauce, I added my tender wheat grains, and that was it for the bechamel. Once the squash was cooked, I decided to flatten those 2 big pieces with a fork to make it more tender. And then I started stuffing all of my squash pieces with the bechamel sauce. Once that was done, I put it in the oven for another good 15 minutes at about 200 Celsius. So here's my dinner. We have the stuffed squash, which you saw me make, and I also steamed up some broccoli and added some salt and pepper. So let's taste this, and then I'll go and eat with my family. Ooh, this looks nice. If you try this, let me know if you like it. Oh, this is really good. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.